Welcome back to another episode of Off the Shelf. It's been a while since we've done one of these. I think 2 weeks since we did The Wall. And today, on this episode of Off the Shelf, we watched...
His medallion holds the key to his destiny. His courage makes him master of a world in chaos. His enemy uses the weapons of tomorrow to enslave a primitive planet. But his passion for freedom will set his people free. You're the hunter from the future.
Yours world, he's the man. You're the hunter from the future. As you can see here, am I pointing at it? Here. It came out in 1983. And there's He-Man right there. Starring Reb Brown. Anyway, so let's get to the movie now. This movie, as I said, it's early 80s ripoff of a bunch of different things. It's a ripoff of Star Wars. It's a ripoff of He-Man. It's in a bit of a ripoff of Battlestar Galactica as well. It's like everything that was popular from the 80s. It's like, shove that in there and it'll totally be popular and not fail. But I'd never heard of this movie. It failed, but now it's become a bit of a cult classic amongst a big group of people. I can understand why. This movie is really fucking stupid. And I would quote a person that watched it. You don't want to think when you're watching this movie. Like, you don't. It's not a movie that you want to think about when you're watching it.
Yeah. Where'd you get that quote from?
You. So, like, if you think about the dialogue that's being said, or you think about the characters, or you think about the whole premise and the plot, you start to think, wow, this is really fucking stupid, right? So I feel like if you started to actually try to analyze or try to think about it, you would like it less instead of just laughing at it. Just enjoying it for what it is, a terrible early 80s ripoff movie. And that's why people like it. Because it's really dumb, but really enjoyable in its own way. So, this is what happens in the movie. So basically, there's a blonde-haired barbarian hunter man named Yor, and he's walking. The movie starts with the Yor's world. He's the man. It starts with Yor's world. And then, he's just walking down a hill, and he's like... He just smiles, and then he just walks off. It's like 5 minutes of him just walking in an empty desert and stone, an obelisk or something. I don't know. But, like, it's so dumb. After Yor goes down from the mountain, a woman named Kala gets attacked by a Stegosaurus Triceratops T-Rex. And it attacks her, and it's going to kill her, and then... Yor goes, ah! And then he kills it with an axe. And then after he kills it, the tribes people, they go into the forest and then he sees them and he goes, ah! And then, after that, they eat the Triceratops. There's like a whole ceremony, and then they get attacked by monkey people. They get attacked by blue-skinned monkey men. And after the blue-skinned monkey men murder a lot of people, so basically they get attacked by the blue-skinned monkey people, and then they go off on a journey It's like the Guardian Man, because also Yor has like a medallion, and the old wise man, he's like, hey, I know that medallion, I can tell you where it's from, and then he gets fucking killed 5 minutes later. Like, right as he's about to tell us what the medallion is, he gets murdered by the blue-skinned monkey people. And then they go off on a journey. The bearded man, Yor and Kala, they all go on a journey to look for what the medallion means. And then they get attacked by mummies. And then they get attacked by monkey people again. And then they get attacked by Darth Vader stormtrooper robots. And then they meet with Discount Dr. Doom. And he talks like this. He talks like a Discount Christopher Lee. Not only is he a discount Doctor Doom, but he's also the bargain bin of Christopher Lee. But he has the chin of Mac Tonight. Oh my god, he could like stab people with that chin. His chin like went like this. It was like the pointiest fucking chin I've ever seen. Only Bruce Campbell has a bigger chin than that guy. So at the end of the movie, the guy gets stabbed by a candy cane pole, and he dies. He dramatically falls like this. And then it takes 3 separate cuts for him to go. Like, they can't just do it in one scene. They need to cut to him, like, slowly lumbering over to a control to defuse the bomb. Then it cuts to Battlestar Galactica shot of a ship firing out of the hangar bay. Then it cuts to him falling over for 2 seconds. Then it cuts to the ship, to the stuff exploding. Then it cuts to him falling over again. Then it cuts to another explosion, and then it finally cuts to him falling over and dying. Like, and then he finally dies by the thing fucking exploding. And then at the end of the movie, they fly off into the sunset. And then Tom Cruise says, What will your find? Will he save the world? We may never know.
Why does Tom Cruise say that?
He looked like a Top Gun shot, I don't know.
Okay.
Everything was practical. Since it was 83, things had to be practical, but I thought the practical effects were pretty good. They built some, like, fucking full-sized dinosaurs for this movie, alright? That's some dedication. And also, uses a giant bat as a glider after he shoots it with an arrow and punches it in the face with a rock. So, basically, this movie is really dumb but really good. Really enjoyable. The reason I say that, as I said, the special effects, the special practical effects were really good. And I just think that since this is an Italian, French, Turkish, presented by Italy, France, and Turkey, it's all 3 of those countries made this film, and honestly, when the characters speak, I have no idea if they're actually speaking English or they're dubbed. Like, it's so confusing. Like, sometimes I'll read their lips and it sounds like they're saying English, but then one word will be, like, not synced up properly. It's weird. But I like the movie because it's just, like, it's so, like, fucking crazy. Like, also, the futuristic world part of the movie doesn't come up until, like, the last, like, 30 minutes of the movie. Like, it doesn't come up until the last 28 minutes of the film. And it's like, if you're going to advertise that Yor is a hunter from the future, maybe integrate the future part more into the story instead of just being in the last 28 minutes. But that's just me. But, to be honest, I just thought that all the other characters were forgettable except Uncle, Yor, and Tala. All those 3 characters were somewhat memorable, but that's also because Yor is absolutely fucking insane. I think I should rate this with an ironic and actual rating. I'm not gonna do like I'm gonna do 2 ratings for this. 2 ratings. The first rating I'm gonna give it is the real score. Alright, I'm gonna give the real score on real movie standards. I'm gonna give this like a 3 out of 10. It's on real movie standards, like actual real movie. It's terrible on every level. Acting, writing, story, premise, set design, fucking everything, costume design. Dude, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. Am I lying? You think I'm lying? Well, and my ironic rating, I think I would give it like an 8 on the ironic scale. Well, because it's just funny, it's really dumb, it's really enjoyable at the surface level, and I just think, I'm not a part of the cult fan base, like the cult classic fan base, but I would say that I do like this movie, on an ironic enjoyment, at least. hey guys, are there any other movies like this that I should check out? So let me know down in the comments. I want to watch it. I want to see more weird shit like this. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Off the Shelf. Come back for next time. I hope you leave a like, subscribe, you know, turn those notifications on, whatever, what have you. Leave a comment. It's been Running Time HD. And this time on Off the Shelf, I'm off. Yo, split.